things going live. So come in, ask questions. Let me know where you're from. Let me fix my lipstick. Let me know where you're from. I want to make sure we are talking and connecting everybody. So feel free to come in. I did a little curl today. So feel free to come in, ask questions about the live stream and process, friends. I want to make sure I am supporting you in your journey. So let me know if you guys have any questions. So this is my 10 a.m. live. I am 10. It's at 10 right now. We are talking about how to go live. So I appreciate you all joining. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I am running super late. I was out supporting some other creators that are live. I want to make sure I'm able to help and support those who are going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Again, we are talking all things going live here. So let me know where you're from. Make sure you put that in the chat. Tell me where you're from. Also, let me know if you are a live host. We want to say hi to you and connect with you and learn more about you. So put it in the chat as well. And then I want to do the housekeeping. I want you guys to give it a thumbs up, give my live a like. Go ahead and click that subscriber button, as well as that bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida. I talk about how to go live primarily on TikTok because TikTok is a lot. TikTok is a lot to learn, a lot to know, a lot to do. And I teach live hosts how to go live. I'm a creator network agency on TikTok in terms of how you are able to go live over there and get an agency to support you. It's a free program. I tell people that all the time. I have to lead with free 99. It is free, but the goal is for you to go live, build your community, and continue to go live. All right. So you want to make sure you're engaging. You want to make sure you're trying to go live as often as possible, if not daily, so that you can build that community. Those who are coming in, thank you so much for being here. Give me a like if you don't mind liking the live. And then if you don't mind clicking that subscriber button, um, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Your girl is about to go live shortly. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well as oh, at the bottom. Make sure I answer questions as well as support you in your life journey. All right. So feel free to come in. Let me know if you have any questions, my friends coming through. Thank you so much for your support. Your support matters. It does. And so I appreciate you all supporting me. We'll see how this goes. My sound effects, I think my stickers, all the things that I normally put on my screen is still acting up. So I gotta probably put in a help desk ticket and see if I can figure out what is going on, friends. Um, but I so appreciate you all being here. So we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. We're gonna talk about all things going live shortly. Um, and then we're gonna get going. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. We're going to get started in just a moment. TikTok Live, TikTok Live. We are live streaming on TikTok. Come in, ask questions. We are live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions about how to go live. Live streaming tips. I want to help beginners go live with confidence and ease. Come in, learn how to go live. Feel free to come in and ask questions about the live stream, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. We are talking about how to go live streaming tips. Amora, welcome to the room. Others coming in, thank you so much for joining me. We are talking about how to go live on TikTok. Live streaming tips, that's what we're given. Let me know if you have questions. I have your wishes up for a reason. I'm going to talk about that. Let me know if you guys have questions about how to go live. We're going to do our tapping, our sharing. Appreciate you all being here. We are talking about going live. So I appreciate you all joining me. Appreciate everybody coming in for learning how to go live. Let me know if you guys have questions. Let me know if you're new to my live as well. Appreciate everybody coming in. I'm sharing out my live as we speak. So I appreciate everybody coming in, saying hello. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you. Hey, Lisa. Thank you, fellow Lisa, for getting that daily heart me, friend. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Soda. Welcome as well, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Good morning. How's everything going, Lisa? Have you started your live journey? Let me know if you have questions. You guys, I appreciate you all being here. We are liking a live. We're going to see if we can get these likes up to 10K likes in 10 minutes. You'll see where it's the hearts under my name. That number is moving. And so that's what you want to do. You want to invite your creators, your viewers to come in and support your live by tapping the screen. They can share the live out, commenting, all that engagement and early in the live stream matters to getting you pushed out. So we're 2 minutes in. We haven't started getting the likes flowing yet. So we're a little behind, but appreciate you all being here. Hey, Diana. Hello, Soda. I have gone on a few times. Okay, how's it been for you, friend? Let us know how's it going. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions about the go live process, you all. And if you're new, I always say I invite my new friends to come in and say hello. Amora, Yaya, the middle sister, welcome to the room, as well as my new friends joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Diana. How are you, friend? Struggling with my nerves. Ooh. Oh, hey friend, how are you? We're gonna talk about that. Can we lean into mindset a little bit? I think I want to do that because what happens is, the beginning is part of it. You're getting over that new beginning feeling, but it gets easier. So we're going to talk about the mindset. I'm going to give you a couple tips on things you can do to just kind of ease into it. All right? I don't want you to feel like overwhelmed by it, but as you do it and take off the training wheels and talk and connect, it gets easier. All right? Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, Chronically Bella. Thank you so much, Belle. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you so much for the repost, the shares. We are liking and tapping it live too. So we're at 2.8K likes. So we're still a little behind because we're 3 minutes in. But under my live, under my name rather, you see that the hearts under my name. That's where you like the live. You're tapping the screen. You're literally tapping the screen. You're sharing the live out. We'll share in a second, but literally you're tapping, or you're using like what I have. It's a tapping device. And so I have another phone, another account. It's my agency account. I am a Creator Network owner and manager. And so the Creator Network program is free for you all, but you have to go live. So if you want live support, if you want help, you can come here twice a day and meet with me and connect with me here. But I also go and connect with my creators. We have weekly meetings. I do one-on-ones with them. We have a school platform. So there's other resources available to you, but you have to be going live. So I'll talk about that in a little bit, but this is a tapper and it allows you to like the live. And so those hearts will pop up a little quicker for you and you can get the likes to flow in that way. So that early activation is helpful for the live stream because TikTok sees people in here, they're engaging, they're supporting the live stream. So that's essentially what you want. You want people to engage in your live. All right. Um, TikTok will also give you cues to make sure that you understand what's happening. So Lisa, she leveled up to level 9. Congratulations. Let me cheer for you, friend. Bounty, how are you? Welcome back, friend. Welcome to the room. Welcome, friends. And then TikTok says sharing live streaming tips for beginners. Ask about the Creator Network too. So TikTok caught me saying that. But that's good. So that AI summary I think is so helpful because it allows you to kind of see if you're on track in terms of what you're talking about in your live stream. So I try to stay on track as much as possible. Hello, Lisa, Miss Dawn. How are you, friend? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Happy Saturday. So we're gonna get to talking and about all things going live in a second. I'm gonna start a little bit with mindset because we have some of our friends that came in and they're uneasy about this. How you doing, couple? I see you, friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. You are new to going live, so welcome back. Holla Q. Welcome, friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Oh, look at you, a first time gifter. You got your daily heartbeat. Thank you for sharing that with me. That was your first time. Okay, you're taking the training wheels off. You're diving in. I appreciate that, friend. Hello. How you doing? Is it Mr. Game for free? Good morning. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Let me know if you go live. Have you gone live before? And how has it been for you? So you said trying to earn my live status. That's it. Did I talk about that here? I don't know if I talked about it, but when you were here, but I do talk about that blue box. He said, Luna Nomad Travel, welcome to the room. Not yet. You're gonna get there, friend. You're gonna get there. Let me know if you have questions because I will say this live streaming is a quick and easy way for you to start building your community, but also for you to start supporting people with understanding what your solution is. So I'm imagining you have something that you offer, you're giving them that solution. So that's a big piece of it. You said scary. You got this, friend. We'll talk about mindset, earn income. There we go. So yeah, it's important for you to start going live because that's another passive income you can make. You can make a primary too, depending on how you do it. We hit that 10K likes. I just realized that you all. Appreciate you all supporting that way. We did that in 7 minutes. So thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, Brand, how are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning. Others coming in the room. I appreciate you. Thank you for the populars. Okay, so a couple of things. Thank you for the follow. How do I get my board similar like that? Okay, Chronicle, we could start there. You're talking about this. Now, this is viewer wishes. I put this up for a reason, and I'll talk about it in a second. I put it up for actually two reasons. So we'll talk about that. But this is a board, and this board is before you go live, you have to create your board. All right. This particular board, and I get questions about it all the time, but it is a feature that they created now. Not everybody has it. Don't ask me why. I think they're rolling it out, but it's called the AI board. And what it does is it has a little bit more fonts and other creative ways you can do your boards. That's all it is. And so with the AI board, you can have two different messages here. Um, you can allow for the words to be bubbly and kind of like this outline look with the two-tone colors and stuff. So that's what it is. You can change the font. And so all I did was play around with some of the color tones and put those two colors together and put my message. Now with boards, what I tell people, so it's thank you. I was like, what happened? That hat was cute, wasn't it? Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. How you doing, Vivian? Welcome to the room. Thank you for that. The bat wing hat, that was cute. Stevie, welcome to the room. Thank you for the follow. It's beautiful. And so with the board, keep in mind, and I tell people this all the time, and I'm actually saying something, I'm gonna say something else too. Be careful about all the words on your screen with your board, or if you have a border with messages, all those things, be careful because TikTok is taking in all that information. And if you confuse the algorithm too much, you're not going to attract the right audience. They don't know where to send you, they don't know what you're talking about. So make sure your words that you're saying, the words on the screen, has some level of connection, some cohesion. So I say go live tips. Beginner friendly tips. I'm talking about step by step. How do you go live? So I'm teaching you the live streaming process on TikTok. So again, is listening to what I'm saying, is listening to what I'm doing here, and people who are searching for that, who are looking on the For You feed or want to know how to go live, they're coming across my feed. If they have curiosity about my board or curiosity about the things I do on my live stream, they're going to come across my feed. All right. So I'll end up on their For You feed. And so that is so important. Thank you all for the connection. Thank you, friend. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for asking. Um, so keep that in mind. Thank you all for coming in and following. I see you all, and I appreciate you all joining. If you are new to my live, put new in the chat. Let's put new, put hello, new, because I tell people all the time the goal for going live is for you to build community. You are trying to be visible as a viewer, and you're also trying to be visible as a live host. And ultimately, you want your viewers to engage in your live stream. So you want to practice being an engaged viewer. You're practicing it also because when you start going live, you're going to know what it means to be an engaged viewer and you can tell them the things to do. All right. So you'll know by doing. And so be an engaged viewer. Put comments in new. How you doing? His fighting lioness. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You do your bio says holistic healing for the mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to the room, everybody. Thank you so much. Nomad, you said travel and lifestyle coach, digital content designer, global travel advisor. One-on-one sessions start here. Awesome, friend. And then my friend, my crazy couple, says trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. That's your bio, friend. All right. You said I'm looking for Service Plus for our conversation the other day. How do I set it up? Okay, Bounty, let me finish boards real quick. I'm gonna go to Service Plus for you. Really quickly, boards. Make sure you don't put TikTok on the board or any social media. TikTok doesn't like that. You're not supposed to put other social media platforms. It'll say that you're redirecting. Make sure you also don't put a website, pricing, or other personal identifying information, phone number, name, email, all those things. Change your board up. So my board is general enough, but you get my message. I could have put TikTok in there, but I would tell you not to because TikTok will say you're redirecting people off the platform, even if you use their own name. So make sure you're creating your board correctly. All right. Going live at 5 p.m. today. Thank you so much, friend. Look at you. Congratulations on that. And before I get started, real quick, if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, you can click my arrow on the corner here to share out the live. Sharing out the live will get a little bit more visibility as well. We haven't seen the flash code yet, so hopefully we'll get that shortly. But if you can share out the live, you can repost it. You can add it to stories. You'll see those options. You can click the people or any group chats that you are in. They should show up there as well. You can share it out. Or you can press down on the center of the screen, my nose, my glasses, and you can do what's called a power share and share out the live that way. So if you don't mind sharing out my live, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Um, let me know if you are new, put new in the chat. We had some friends come in for a second. And so we want to make sure we continue to support people as you're talking about um, wanting to go live and how to do it effectively. Okay. So Bounty, you asked a question, Bounty and Bliss. You asked a question about Service Plus. Service Plus is located in two different places. When you're on your profile, you're going to go to TikTok Studio on on where your photo is, your profile page. You're gonna click TikTok Studio. That's gonna be under the bio. Once you click TikTok Studio, it'll take you to a screen. It'll say TikTok Studio at the top. It'll have post and it'll have live. It'll have those two different options for you. Under the post side or the live side, you can find Service Plus. Under the post side, it's under monetization. Just click under those different options there. One of those are the Service Plus. Service Plus looks like this: is an arrow, it's like a little box with an arrow pointing up. That's what you're going to see. Under live side, scroll down to tools and resources. Click the arrow next to that so you can open up the boxes and you'll see the Service Plus symbol. You have to join. I think there's a few questions you're going to fill out to let them know what kind of service you offer. And then you go from there. You said, I'm new here. I don't know how to go live already, and I don't know what to do if I use it. Okay. Is it Freda? Freda, thank you so much. Let me know if I said that. Frida, let me know if I said that right. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. We just got the flash goal. We're going to see what it is. It is 15. I love you so much. TikTok has a flash goal that will pop up for the room. It's TikTok's way of seeing if your room is Freya, thank you so much, friend. Um, it's to see if your room is active, if you're going to participate in it. It is 1 coin, which is like 1 penny. I love you so much. And that is the flash goal. So if we get 15 of those in 15 minutes, we satisfy the goal. So I tell people to support, support, support. It allows the room to get activated. TikTok will push more people in your room. I tell you not to dismiss or ignore the flash goal. Sometimes people do. I think that's to your disadvantage because TikTok doesn't see your room as an engaging room. They don't put more people in your room. And so you want to help your audience understand that it's important to engage. Bounty, thank you so much for the wink winks. Appreciate it, friend. And so thank you for the wink winks. And so keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you are actively engaging. Thank you so much, friend. I'm going to talk about the Service Plus. Thank you for the hat and mustache. Appreciate your friend. Title gifter. Thank you for that, friend. And so flash code, you got 15 minutes to do it. It'll stay there until you achieve it, and then it'll go back to your regular live goal. There's a flash goal that TikTok sets, and then you set your live goal. Those are two different things. All right. So flash goal is going on now. We have 9 of 15 to get. TikTok goal is where I have the microphone. That's my cheer mic. That's my goal. This is called viewer wishes. Viewer wishes are right here. I'm going to talk about that in a second because I have it up for a couple reasons. So we'll talk about it because I want you guys to understand this is a great tool to leverage engagement in your room. Thank you very much for that mustache. Good morning. How you doing, K Beauty? Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Are you a live host? Let us know. Do you go live yet? Um, oh, Freya, thank you so much for the first time gifter. Look at you, friend. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Moonflower, welcome to the room as well. So we do have our flash goal. I can't pin it again. You can pin it every 5 minutes. So TikTok won't let me pin it because it hasn't been 5 minutes that has been up there yet. So we if you don't mind supporting that, I love you so much. Appreciate you. We're 50% there. We just need 5 new people, 5 different people. It is a one coin. I love you so much. You just click right up here to get to it. And we need 5 different people to support that. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate you all so much. Appreciate it. I got viewer wishes up. Hey, yeah, I lost that. So I sent a rose. You lost it. Let's do this. If you want to come up here, Freya, click right in this spot. You might have to swipe it to see the little what is it? I love you so much symbol. I can't pin it again yet. I'll pin it in like 2 minutes. How you pin this how do you pin something? Thank you so much, friend. Oh, you did it. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. That is the flash goal. How do I pin something? Found it. I appreciate it, friend. So what happens is to pin somebody's comment, you touch their words, it'll pin on the screen. To pin your live goal and other items, you touch it and it has the word pin and you pin it that way. Yeah. So it's there. It's gonna direct you how to pin it, friend, if that's what you're referring to. How you doing, Mr. Sunshine? Um, I want to go live for next weekend for a fashion show I'm hosting. Need all the tips to help. Okay, friend, that is awesome. You're in the right room. Do you have live access yet? Have you gone live before? Let me know if you've gone live before. I'm going to give you some tips to kind of get you started. Others coming in the room, I appreciate you guys. We do have the flash goal. We do need 3 more. I love you so muches. I love you so much. We need 3 more friends and we'll get it done. Jordan's mom, welcome to the room. Yes, I have once. Okay. So, what I'm going to ask you to do before you do your fashion show, and this is for anybody else in the room. Thank you, friend. I saw your comment. Thank you for that. This is for anybody else in the room. If you are afraid to go live, nervous about going live, I'm going to give you a tip. First of all, TikTok requires you to do 3 separate lives, 24 hours in between each of them. So basically, different days, 3 separate days for a total of 30 minutes to get all the features. So I just said how you pin a comment. My friend Mr. Sunshine asked the question, like, how do you pin something? You won't be able to pin if you haven't done those 3. That's a feature that you unlock. I don't think you get the daily heart me initially either. That's something else you unlock. So you want to make sure you do those 3 separate lives for a total of 30 minutes first. And then you can start talking about your topic, talking about some other stuff. I'll walk you through my strategy. Tried once, you tried once. Fatima, thank you so much. I haven't, but my studio says I can. Okay, okay. So you're talking about live studio. That's what you're talking about. That's on the laptop or the computer. Um, I just got live access, but I haven't used it yet. Okay, how you doing, Chelsea? I don't know what to go live for. Oh, so now that's a niche conversation. I'm gonna give you some tips. Stay with me, friends. You said one more for the flash go. Oh, one more for the flash go. Let me pin it. We need one more. I love you so much. If we can make this happen, one more person, it's one per person. It has to be a different person who hasn't done it yet. So if you can support that, we will greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We achieved it. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, awesome. So I appreciate that. So TikTok, what that flash code does is helps to activate your room. TikTok sees the room as an engaging room, and so they'll send hopefully some more people in our room to join us. So keep that in mind. I tell you guys to do the flash code. Don't ignore it, and see if you can get your people to support. Prayer, yes, but only 128 people. That's good. That's good. That's a start, friend. Depending on what you're gonna do in your live stream. My friend Moonflower, she started with 120 or 118. It was something low. And now she's I had to look at your numbers, friend. Is over 1,600. Yeah, 1616. Look at you. Congratulations on that, friend. So, Cindy, 10 minutes 3 times. So 30 minutes 3 times. Okay, Cindy, let me break that down. Actually, the way you wrote it, 10 minutes 3 times or 30 minutes 3 times, is 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You could do 10 minutes 3 times. You could. You could do day one, 10 minutes, day two, 10 minutes, day three, 10 minutes, and you satisfy the 30 minutes technically. Now, Dr. Lisa would tell you to do it differently. I would tell you to go 30 minutes 3 times, but no, but you want to start going longer. So if you can start getting yourself used to the live stream and actually scaling up how long you go live, that's going to help you. Congratulations. Thank you on rating. I see your friend. Thank you so much. Um, so you want to start going live longer. Why are people so focused on the numbers? Just deliver your message. Look at you, Jordan. I like you. I like the way you think. I like the way you think, friend. That's it. Deliver your message. You gotta focus a little bit on the numbers too, though, but not much, but a little bit. You gotta pay attention. I say what gets measured gets done. So as you're paying attention to your live stream and how you're looking at the analytics, the performance of your live stream, you'll improve. That's what I meant by that. But yeah, you're right. Deliver a good message and people will come. It is. And if you deliver the message for the right people, they will come. You got to make sure your message is right and you know who your audience is and who you're trying to talk to. But you are absolutely right. I do not know what to do on live. My profile is my music to raise money for my son. Oh, you gotta be careful about that. But yeah, TikTok doesn't want you on here like soliciting like that. But you gotta be careful about what you're doing. But with that being said, depending on what you're talking about in your live, maybe you're building awareness or creating a community for people who's dealing with the same type of parenting concerns. A quality product will fill your room. That is true, friend. Why do wishes count down? Do you always change? What do you mean? Um, you're talking about here, the viewer wishes? Let me talk about this real quick because we only got 6 minutes left. It'll restart because it was on a 30-minute timer. So it'll restart after it ends. Viewer wishes, I have it up for two reasons. First of all, we talked about this yesterday, and a lot of people in my room was concerned about Doc. I don't have people engaging in my live. I want more engagement. I want more gifting engagement too. Gifting engagement, and let me just be very clear about this platform. All right. I know all of y'all want to come here and y'all want to build community. Y'all want to do things. Y'all want to sell y'all products. Y'all want to get what you need from the platform because you're trying to reach your audience. You're trying to get more views. You're trying to do all the things. This is a TikTok economy. So if you are not getting engagement in your room, gifting engagement in particular, it will not push people into your room over time. You need people to engage in your live stream. We all know that. And if you didn't know that, now I'm telling you that. Thank you so much. And so just recognize that you have to have some of that engagement. Now, you can do it in different ways. This is a way you can do it. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the L. I'm giving you a sweet compliment. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. You're such a nice person. um, but you need that engagement because that's going to support more visibility to your live stream. It shows TikTok that your room is growing and people are actually engaging and interacting in your room. And let's be clear, TikTok gets a percentage of this. Okay. So this is a TikTok economy. So if you're just sitting back saying, oh, well, I just want to do my thing and I don't need all that, then you're going to be in a room talking to yourself at some point, or you're only going to get the few people who have come back for your daily heart me. Appreciate it, friend. And so just recognize that that is the name of this game. You're growing, you're getting that engagement, and you're going to have to figure out ways to make sure that people understand all the different ways they can engage in your live stream. So viewer wishes is a way to do it. So we have people in a room. You say interested in speech and voice. Nice voice. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. You said I have an interest in speech. Thank you so much, friend. So when everything's said and done, people who are doing different things, like I was just talk one of the ladies who was in my room yesterday, she does sand art. And so we use that as an example of someone coming in, and you can change the words here. These words, this is TikTok's template message. And so I just left it the way it is. I didn't change anything. But you can change the words and messages here and change it to something you need. And so maybe for the person who does sand art, it can say, you can have a gift here and you can say, initials for the wink winks. So instead of getting the wink winks, you're going to say your initials are drawn. So you would put that there. Or you want a full name, you would do one of the other gifts. So you would know how you want to have people engage in your live, and then they would know how to get what you want them to get. Okay. My tarot readers, free reading if you send a wink wink, you can have those type of things, those type of messages set up. So it's a way to get engagement. I'm just showing you the different things you can do to kind of help your room understand how to fully engage. Hey, Bountiful, thank you for those populars. And so but you decide what that looks like for your room. If you're a talking head like me, and maybe people want to ask a question, you can say, ask one question, and I'll have you come up in my multi box, my multi-panel box for one question. Maybe you want two or three questions. I can have different gifts listed there. So again, you think about what your topic is, what you want people to do, and how they can get information from you or get support from you. You can create viewer wishes for that. Now, my live's a little different. I don't do that necessarily. Um, I could, don't get me wrong, I could. But at the end of the day, I come here because I'm recruiting also for the Creator Network. It's a free program. I'll talk about that. But again, I want to show you guys different ways you can get engagement. That's the whole thing I do. I want you to be successful. I want you to grow, but I want to show you different ways, and I answer questions and stuff here. The other reason why I have this up actually is a little self-serving, because I am in a campaign. And that's the other thing you need to pay attention to. I didn't even realize I was in a campaign, y'all. And so I saw an inbox message yesterday, and I looked at the criteria, and one of the criterias was to have viewer wishes up for at least 10 minutes. And so that's why I turned it on. So I had to turn it on because of that campaign. But it's the campaign, and I'm going to talk about this because I want you guys to start paying attention to the different campaigns up here. But it's the campaign that says um, your hook. I think don't stop the scroll. And it's all about using a board and getting people to come in your room and engage. So your board matters and what you have on your board. And viewer wishes was another thing that they said to turn on. It has some other things you had to do. I have to do a post with stop the scroll. He said, good morning, good morning. So all that is why I have viewer wishes turned on, because it was part of a campaign. And it's all also part of my board and getting people to engage in my live stream. I'll do a post about it later because that is one of the criteria also. But what I noticed, they inboxed me. What I noticed is that I'm like high in the leaderboard. I didn't even know I was on the top of the leaderboard. I'm like in the top 10. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm still in the top 10. I probably dropped down. But yeah, I was like high up on the leaderboard. I was like, oh, well, let me pay attention to this campaign since I'm high up there. But again, pay attention to campaigns. Make sure you're doing things. Hey, Robin, thank you all for coming in. Donna, how are you, friend? Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing well, friend. Let me see if I can get to the campaign while I'm in here. I'm in so many different campaigns. I didn't even know that. Light it up. Leaderboard. Is this it? Stop. Don't scroll challenge. And it ends on the 6th. So I'm probably going to try to participate a little bit more over the next couple of days. But I go live. So some of the criteria for this particular campaign is go live for 2 hours. So I'll be live for 2 hours. I do that anyway. Viewer wishes for 10 minutes. Okay. Um, hit 20 real time viewers. I did that already. Um, I don't know. Did I do it? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Actually, I have to go back and look at it. And I was on the leaderboard. Am I no longer on the leaderboard? Oh, I'm number 13 now. I'm number 13 on the leaderboard. Look at there, people. All right. So we're gonna keep that up. We'll see how that goes. So number 13 on the leaderboard for that particular campaign. I've never been that high up, y'all. So I'm a little impressed by it. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I should do something with this. So pay attention to the campaigns. You never know where you'll land. And I was just doing my lives on a regular basis. And so you saw where it just re-upped the time. So that time just you go, girl. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate that. Hey, Harold. Welcome to the room, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you all. So I was talking to some of my new friends. We had some new friends come in. Dirty, what is that? What was that? I didn't say the whole name. Thank you so much, friend, for dropping that Daily Heart Me. I appreciate it. Dirty Red Sister, how you doing, friend? I had to look to see what your name was. When you go live, are you on a phone, laptop, or a tablet? I am on a phone. I'm on my phone. I'm pro phone. I tried to do the laptop live studios on the laptop. You have to download it to your computer, your laptop, and use it there. But my laptop is so finicky, so it just didn't stream well. You got to make sure your phone, I mean your computer or laptop streams well. So you got to close browsers, close all the apps so that your stream is strong. Okay. So because I don't operate that way, it wasn't conducive for me. Thank you so much for the wink wink friend. Um, when it comes to my phone, make sure you also update your phone. Your phone does matter as well. You got to make sure your phone is always with the latest TikTok app update. So you go to hey NK, how are you, friend? You go to your app, you go to your app store, whether it's the Google Play or Apple. You go there, type in TikTok, click the symbol or the word TikTok. Just don't click open. Let the screen pop up for TikTok and see if it says update there. That's a that's a pro tip because it happens where it'll say open, but there is an update. So you want to make sure you actually click the screen to make sure that the update is there. Um, Good morning, friends. I've never went live. Keep trying and keep failing. Not sure what buttons to press. Okay, Cindy. Okay, well, let me start there real quick because I was gonna go there. Thank you so much for designs by Noah. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, I'd appreciate it. If you're new to my room, click the arrow in the corner here. It'll tell you you can repost. That's a little yellow symbol. You can add it to your story. That also button, it adds to your story. You also can click the different people or group chats to share it with. And then you can press down on the center of my screen, my nose, my glasses. A screen will pop up. I'm going to show it to you guys because I know a lot of people don't know that this happens. If you press down, that screen pops up. And you can share that way as well. All right. So that's another way to share the live. That's called a power share. People will say power share out the live. And so it allows you to share a little bit more in bulk. You can share to 15 people. You can scroll down to the bottom. You can actually search for people to share it to. So it's a great feature. So I just want to make sure people know that that's there. Doctor, I had a lot. Oh, you had an awesome live stream last night. How did it go, friend? Did you officially join the agency? Let me check. First time here, I want to go live. There we go, friend. I'm going to teach you. I want you guys to know how to go live. Let's see. Let me catch up on a few other comments. Let me talk about a difference between TikTok and TikTok Lite. I don't know what TikTok Lite is. I never seen that. I have no clue. I don't think it's TikTok. I don't think that's a real thing. Um, I keep wanting to go live, but every time I plan, something happens and I have to leave the house. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Find a time that works for you. If you're sitting down watching TV, you say, you know what? I'm not going to watch TV. I'm going to go upstairs and go live right now. That's how you do it. Trick yourself and say, I'm not going to schedule it yet. I'm just going to do it when I'm just sitting around doing nothing. I'm going to go live. Yes, hello from Kentucky. Welcome to the room, friend. Welcome to the room, listening friend. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody coming in. Appreciate you guys. If you're new to my live, come in, say I'm new. Hey, new here. Okay, Nix, appreciate your friend. Okay, here's a tip. This is a pro tip. I'm going to give tips about mindset. I'm going to give a tip about going live for the first time, and I'm going to give a tip about what to talk about. All right, so we're going to talk about that. Good morning, Love Bug. Welcome to the room. Appreciate you. Good morning, Forge. Thank you so much, Shay. Thank you all for coming into the room. If you're new, put it in the chat. We're going to talk about engagement because I see some people with no blue boxes. Thank you, Bounty and Bliss. I appreciate you very much, friend. New here from Texas. Welcome to the room, friend. So all you, everyone who's coming in, you guys are seeing new as well. Welcome to the room. And if you are a live host, put that in the chat. Put your topic, time, and time zone. If you've gone live, even if you're new to my room, if you go live, put it in the room and put it in the chat because I want to see who is going live. So put that as well. What happened if I go live and nobody joined me? That's good. That's what you want in the beginning because you want to practice your messaging. You want to play around with the features. You want to get to know the few people who are coming into your room. That is totally good. As you start talking, as you continue to talk and grow, you'll get new people to come. You'll get new people to come in. So it's good if you're by yourself in the beginning. Those are the quiet moments where you could practice. Practice what you want to say and do. What happened if I go live? Okay, let's see. You said new. Hey, Kelly, welcome to the room. Cindy, new here as well. You said I pick up 1,800 new subscribers and finish the live earning. What? That was huge. You did well. Look at you, friend. I'm so proud of you. That was huge, Harold. Oh my gosh, that was huge. So yeah, rinse and repeat whatever you did yesterday. Try to replicate it. I'm new. Will I be able to rewatch this live later today? Um, not on TikTok, but I do co-stream. Right now, I'm streaming real time on YouTube, so you can come over to my YT channel. Same name, same name. Later today, it'll be posted under the live feed. Yep. 1 p.m. monetized content. Okay, 1 p.m. You go live daily, friend. Shay, do you go live daily? Let us know, friend. Thank you all. You are so encouraging. You're welcome, friend. That's what I do. Don't feel nervous about this. Do I earn every live money every live that I do? Cindy, possibly. Maybe. Depends on the engagement you get in your live. People coming in, engaging with your live stream, supporting. That's what I said, the viewer wishes. Hey, Trisha T, the viewer wishes, your live goal, your gift gallery, all those things. If people are supporting that way, you monetize. Yeah. There's a um there's a formula for how you monetize. TikTok has what's called the scale live rewards. That's how you monetize your live stream. I'll talk about it too. The live went up to over 3K. What? You were rocking and rolling. Whatever you did, replicate it. That topic worked. What you talked about worked. Go back the same time tonight. It all worked. So keep it going, friend. Trisha T, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Rinse and repeat. I know you want your daily schedule, but you might have to make some adjustments because whatever happened worked in your favor. So just keep that in mind. Hello, congratulations. Yes. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you all joining. Okay, so really quickly, I want to talk through a couple things. So we have our people who say that they're nervous to go live. I'm just going to do a quick mindset conversation. And then there are people in this room. Elle, I don't know if you're still here. There are people in this room that talk about mindset and overthinking all the time. So you want to make sure you connect with people who can help you grow and feel more confident. Going live will help boost your ego and your confidence level too. As you do it, you become more comfortable with it. But you just got to get started. So I'll say a few things about that. Hey, retired teacher, how are you, friend? Thank you all for the support. Then wink, wink. Thank you, K Nix. Thank you so much for that. Good morning. She is very good with helping you go live. A blessing to me. You're welcome, friend. Thank you, Brent, for that. Bob Ross, welcome to the room. Thank you, others who are coming in. I appreciate you all joining. Pay right. Thank you for that community gift that is called the Radiant Launch. Thank you so much for that, friend. Okay, you said, okay, step by step, what buttons to press to start the alive. Okay, exactly. I'm still here. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, you were my nervous person, and we were talking about the nerves and the mindset. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, absolutely, Dr. Lisa Rocks. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. Okay, so here, let's do mindset real quick, and then I'll talk about the buttons to press. So, mindset. What I tell people, here's the deal, and this is how I look at this. I'm talking to my best friend. Okay. I treat this live as if this is a conversation with my best friend. And I have all you guys in the chat, which is great. But the person I see is the person I love the most in the world. More than the kids, more than my husband, more than my parents. My parents are gone, but I love me more. Okay. So, first of all, my mindset is that I'm just having a conversation with a person I know. I've known her all my life. I love her to death, and I'm just having this conversation. So, for whatever that's worth, it relaxes me. It eases my nervous system. I'm comfortable talking to her. I'm not worried about who else is out there. I'm worried about her. And so I kind of think about that as my way of doing this. It's not about all the other people watching me because there's probably who knows thousands watching me now. But I don't know that until you guys start engaging. Thank you, Tanya. And so think about it from that perspective. Like you're having a conversation with your best friend. And so hopefully that relaxes you. Hopefully that eases you to know that you're just talking to somebody you know. All right. The other thing I will say is that this process gets easier over time. So your day one is awkward, it's unusual, you're uncomfortable, you're trying to figure this thing out. But your day one is not going to be like your day 10 because over time, if you're doing this consistently, you get better. You get more comfortable with the platform. You get more confident. You come back to me and you ask me questions that are now not the nervous questions. It's the questions about, hey, doc, how did you do this little thing, this viewer wishes thing? I want to do that for my live. Hey, doc, your board looks interesting. I want to do that for my live. That's the questions that tells me you're not nervous anymore. This is not about, oh, what do I say, what I'm doing? It's about, hey, I want to enhance what I'm doing. I want to take it to the next level. I want to grow more. I want to have more people come in my room. I want that type of experience. And so how do I get to that point? Wink, wink. How you doing, friend? Um, Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. So that's the approach you want to take with this. And so the nerves go away as you do it more often. Okay. So the nerves will subside. You won't have that nervous feeling. You might have a little anxiety about, ooh, I'm gonna press the button. Like, what am I gonna talk about? Maybe in the beginning, maybe the first 20 days. But as you go through this and you're doing it more frequently, ideally daily, those nerves go away. They do. Okay. So just know that in the beginning you're nervous. Over time, you get the gist of it. You get become more comfortable. You said in Hot Topic, I had a journalist, oh, Anderson Cooper in my community go to give the hot topics. Okay, I got you. Okay. That's the problem. I have to start a live. Yeah, just start. Click the go live button, friend. Yes, that's the best part of my day. It is. It is. I love it. I miss y'all when I'm not here. I'm very nervous, but I have a lot to say on my brain. There we go. Just talk. Talk to yourself. You're talking to yourself. That's it. I see you, Harold. Thank you so much for that. That's pretty cool, friend. That might be the approach you need to take, friend. Yep. Um, so that's the one thing I would say. So that's my mindset. L is L putting your schedule, friend. L talks about overthinking because a lot of this is overthinking the process. We overthink, we overanalyze. I say overanalysis becomes paralysis. You've heard that before. We overthink everything. And when we lead with that fear, we lead with the nerves, we don't do. Okay? We stop. We stop before it's even starting. And so don't be afraid. Don't be scared about this. You can do it. I will tell you this though. This is a little quick little pro tip. Now, and I'm saying this with a little bit of sarcasm, but I think it does help in the beginning if you do this and don't make a grand announcement to family and friends about it. Okay? Now, some family and friends are good partners and they're people who will champion you and do whatever you say to do. Those are the people you want for this experience. You don't want the people who are going to be your naysayers. You don't want the people who are going to say, why are you doing that? That's stupid. Those type of negative thoughts penetrates and it messes with your nervous system and your ability to continue to do this. You don't want the negative people in your ear. Matter of fact, those are the people you don't want to tell that you're doing this. All right. So my teenagers, they're now 20 somethings. When I started this, my daughter was like, what you doing? Like, what, mama? And so then when she realized, oh, you're good at this. You've been doing this for a while. Oh, okay. So now she's like one of my biggest champions, but I had to win her over. And, obviously she's young and they think this app is for young people, which is not the case. But at the end of the day, be mindful of who you're saying this to so you can get the right support. You want to surround yourself around people who are going to support you through and through. Come back to my room. I'm going to support you. Come go to other rooms that are going to support you. But do not go to rooms that have people thinking that they are the only people who can do this or people who are going to discourage you. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself because at the end of the day, you have every ability and right to be here than anyone else. All right. So just know you can do it, but you have to make sure you stay encouraged. Okay. This is a great point. Yeah. Yeah. Can you repeat that again? Stay encouraged and don't let negative people in your mind, in your ear, and in your head. This is Elle. She is going live. She goes live Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Friday, 10 p.m. Might pop up later. There we go. She might pop up later. So connect with Elle so you can connect with her and go to her room and get some good information about the overthinking process. All right. Thank you all. Absolutely. Yeah, true, true. Yeah, and the young folks definitely don't let them in your business because the young ones they gonna tell you, "Mommy, TikTok ain't for you. Don't do it." So just know that they're the ones who will discourage you. All right, but my little guy, he's 6. He's like my biggest champion. He's like, "Mommy, I want to be a live host too." And so he's like, "Mommy, you doing your live?" So just know, have the right people supporting you so that you can go back and say, "Okay, I've done this and I'm doing it." And then before you know you're doing it, your room has grown. The people are coming to your room, coming for you and supporting you. And then you can announce it to folks if you want to. Good morning, Lisa. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, Kim. Thank you so much for asking, friend. Yes, they will. None of my kids know. I heard that, friend. You said hating behind kids. I know they do. They hate those. Anyone. I will say anywhere from like 12 up, 12 to about 25. You might have to decide if you want to tell them 25 and older. They may get it. Okay, you have to discern if they're the right ones to tell. But if they younger, if they in that group there, yeah, they hating big time. So, so be careful who you talk to. But again, just make sure you're staying encouraged and staying around people that's going to encourage you because it's not an easy road in the beginning. It is a little awkward. I don't deny that. Hey, Gina, it's awkward. You're trying to figure out your messaging. You're trying to figure out who you're talking to. You're trying to figure out the little buttons and stuff. It is a little awkward. You're talking to yourself. All those things are true. I don't deny that. But as you get used to it and you overcome those early days of going live, it gets easier and you'll build a community and you'll build a solid community that's going to come and support you and then send more people into your room. So just keep that in mind. You said my 19-year-old is my biggest supporter. There we go. All right. So those are the ones that you want in your corner. Those are the ones you want in your corner. My husband, he's my biggest supporter. He is. Between my son, my 6-year-old, and my husband, they ride for me. And then I have bonus boys too. My bonus boys, they get it now. They do get it because I've been doing this long enough now. They're like, oh, she a real deal, and so they're really supportive too. And my daughter, I won her over too. But just know, you just have to have the right people in your corner. All right. I need to hear this confirmation. Yep, that's it. How long do you feel it takes to build? Um, I have a couple different tips I give, and it depends on you and how consistent you can be and how disciplined you can be. I think those are the two things. I say there's 4 pillars if I was to come up with a word: consistency, engagement, discipline, and patience. The patience is important because ultimately it is a climb. Okay. It is. And being patient with yourself, being patient with the algorithm, being patient with people, being patient with the learning curve, just being patient. Okay. I think we all have this expectation that you see a creator and you're like, oh, I want to have so many people in my room like that. I want to do that. That should happen for me in like after 5 days of going live. No, that's not necessarily the case. Okay. It takes time. It takes time for the algorithm to get to know you. It takes time for you to feel comfortable and confident. People read. We read it when you're not totally confident and comfortable, when you're trying to figure this thing out. We can read that. So it's going to take some time for that. But just know, just be patient with it. I tell people to be honest with you, just to give you a flat out number. 90 days, and this is true for when you think about a new job. If you start a new job, you're on a 90-day probation. That's how a new job is. And typically by the time you get to that 90 days, you are pretty proficient. You kind of have, you understand the company, the organization, you know all the accurate acronyms, you learn the big power people in the room who you should know, who you should stay away from, all the things. You've gotten that in 90 days. Now you've gotten that in 90 days because you kept showing up to work. Keep that in mind. If you're not showing up to work and you're only showing up 1 or 2 days a week, first of all, you may not make it to 90 days. But second of all, then you're like, okay, you're not really understanding all the facets of the job because you're not there enough. So you show up. Okay. So that's the one thing you want to keep in mind. But then also in that 90 days, you feel confident enough to say, hey, I need a raise. or I could do my boss's job. I'm training other people. So at the end of the day, if you're really doing this right and you're learning what's going on here, you can improve. So 90 days is a good baseline to kind of get a sense of like what's happening here. What am I doing? How do I feel at this 90-day mark? And then I would tell you, now you need to take it to the next 90 days because now you're in a point of growth. Now you're trying to figure out, okay, what are the levers I need to pull to make sure that I'm growing even more? What your wishes? What are some other things I need to do to make sure I'm really understanding how to get more people in? Because now you can take that approach because you understand the platform, you understand your message, you understand who you're talking to. But it takes those 90 days in the beginning. Let me catch up on some comments. I apologize. Thank you all for commenting. I see you guys. I'm gonna go back and catch up a little bit. I appreciate you all. But keep that in mind. That's what I would tell you. Um, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, the algorithm. You got to be patient with TikTok. TikTok will TikTok you. That is my biggest thing. You will get TikToked. Okay. It's building your book of business. There we go, friend. All right. Probationary theory is brilliant to compare it to. Absolutely. You got to. Great analogy. Yeah. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Makes sense. Thank you. I needed that number. Do you need to go live every day? Every day for how long? I'm a proponent of going live more often than not, daily, if you can make it daily. If you So I just posted yesterday. So if you go to my page, my most recent post, not the 3 that are pinned, I said it's a new month, you can go live every day in May. So it rhymed a little bit. But my point is, yeah, we got a new month, new opportunity. Go live every day. Why not? Hey, Leanne, how are you, friend? Great live today. Good to see you back, friend. Thank you, Tanya, for the roses. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I think going live every day is going to help you get used to it. Again, I took with that analogy of a 90-day probationary period. You're learning the business here. You're learning how to do this. So you got to show up so you can practice. Practice makes progress. Okay. We got a sticker for that. Throw the sticker in the chat for us, friend. Throw the sticker. Practice makes progress. You are not trying to be perfect, but you're not going to progress if you don't start practicing. That's the real deal. Here's another analogy for you. Here, I'm full of analogies. When we start a new exercise regimen, we start something new where we're exercising daily. In the beginning of exercising, and you start that exercise regimen, it hurts. It's painful. Your legs hurt, your back hurt, your arms hurt, whatever you decided to do. Strength training, running, walking, jogging, it's painful in the beginning because you're like, oh my gosh, my knees hating, aching, everything's hurting on you. You feel the burn. You feel it. You feel it here in the beginning. And if you stop working out, you don't get through that aching pain feeling. You don't get through it because you stopped. But if you keep going, it gets easier. It gets more comfortable. You build your strength, you build your endurance. You can do it. Same concept here. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep showing up. You got to keep practicing. So practice makes progress. You get better at it. So keep that in mind. Go live. I see the go live stickers. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate you. Practice makes progress. Let's stop with the perfectionist stuff. I do not wish to show my face though. You said that's true. Faceless you can do. It depends on what you're showing on the screen. I'm pro face because you get your audience to get to know, like, and trust you. That's what you're building. You're building that relationship. However, you can be faceless, but it just depends on what you're showing. What you are showing and how you're talking about it, how you're communicating matters. Okay? So whether you're showing your face or you're showing your computer or showing your drawings or showing your craft, you can be faceless, but you got to be able to talk through it. You got to make sure you're creating that energy. You got to answer questions. You got to make sure you're keeping that engagement going. Engagement matters. Remember, I said consistency, engagement, discipline, patience. I ended with patience, but all four of those matter. I'll talk about all four of them more. Um, iPhone, Android. I'm an iPhone person. That's because I'm running out of room for videos. Yeah, yeah. So definitely, I use my cloud space for my videos and stuff. So I want to go live. Don't know where to start. Okay, in terms of you must face our fears. That's it, friend. That's it. You don't know where to start in terms of the buttons. You mean the actual mechanisms of how to start the process? I do not know how to get the board up. Okay, the board. Vibes, give me a second. I started with the board, so I talked about it. I'll circle back. Give me a few minutes and I'll get to the board in a second again. Good morning. How long should we be live for? Minimum 30 minutes or an hour? Yes, buttons. Okay, buttons. I would just like to share that I made a personal goal to get 100 consecutive days to learn. There we go, friend. All right. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for the supports. Thank you all for the gifting. We'll talk about engagement. I know I went past a few people that don't have the blue boxes, those badges. We'll talk about that too. That engagement matters. I don't want to do to get people in the room. I don't want to do you don't know what to do to get people in the room. Let me know if that's what you meant. Thank you so much, friend. Harold, celebrating leveling up to level 11. Congratulations, friend. Um, so when it comes to the actual buttons to press to go live, you have to be 18 years and older to go live. Do not, I repeat, do not, wink, wink. Thank you so much, friend. Do not have kids on your live. Thank you so much for the level up cake, friend. Thank you all. Thank you for the wink winks. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, friend. Um, do not have kids on your live. No, TikTok does not approve kids, no minors, no one under 18 can show their face on your live stream. Okay. So you heard me say it. If your live gets restricted, if you get in trouble with TikTok, it's because you had a minor in your life. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. 18 years and older. So when you go to your profile screen, if you click the TikTok Studio, you should see post. And I'm sorry, if you click, yeah, TikTok Studio, you should see post and you should see live. On the live screen, there's probably a little commercial about go live. It's a little screen. If you have never done this before, it'll be a little screen or message about going live. You click that, you scroll down to the go live button. It's a red go live button. It takes you to the settings page. Before you go live, you have to verify your identity, your age. So it's an age verification. So you're gonna do that. This is just strictly for your age. You might show your photo ID. You may have to do a selfie. Hey, Coach Jesse, you're gonna do something to verify your age. So once you verify it, it gets approved. You click that go live button. You go live on that setting screen. Because before you get to the go live button, the second go live on the setting screen, setup screen, there's things you can do. You can set your live goal. It's right above the red go live button. You can create the title of your live stream. You can add the viewer wishes if you want to add that early on. You can add that early on. You can create your board. It's going to be under settings. Settings is where the board is. Board, want to make sure this is an AI board. That's why it looks a little unique in terms of the font and the colors and stuff, because the AI board allows for a little bit more features and functionality. Hey, Fran, happy sweet Sunday, sweetest Sunday. Saturday, I'm sorry, Saturday. And so you can have that. Hey, Regina. Hello, Alicia, thank you so much for friends for being here. All y'all coming in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the populars and the roses. Thank you, everybody. Um, make sure you don't put money on this board. Make sure you don't put website on the board. Make sure you don't put TikTok or any social media platform name on your board. Make sure you don't put personal identifying information, name, phone number, email, all that stuff. That does not go on your boards. So don't put that. TikTok will restrict your live or suppress your views. I'm telling you what I've noticed lately. There are boards. I'm going to put up a couple of other designs. There are boards in here where you can change out the design. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you so much. Um, this is one where you can put a do. Who sent that? Thank you for the finger hearts. I see your friends. Thank you, Coach Jesse. This is where I pulled a picture from my camera roll. This is a photo from my camera roll. The board is here. You can change the board. You can move it up. Board words you write before you go live. I can change it out and switch it out between other things, but I cannot change the words. So, oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, what I've noticed people are doing now, you can use a photo. Don't have words on that. I'm telling you now, and this is a pro tip. What I'm noticing, and I've noticed this from a couple of people in my agency, they'll do a board. Again, this is a picture from my camera roll, same kind of mountain scene. They'll have a message here with words on it. Don't do that. Here's why. Is that a green screen? No, this is part of the board's feature. You can add backgrounds. So this is a background. And this is like a cropped background. The other one was the full background picture. What I'm noticing is people are putting words here and putting their like promotional things and they're doing all this stuff and their views are being suppressed. TikTok is not pushing those lives out. And I think there's a combination of things going on. TikTok is trying to figure out what words and messages it's on here. So they're thinking maybe it's personal identifying information. They're trying the AI is trying to figure out what you're saying here. So be careful with that. Too many words impact your strain because they don't know what you're talking about and what you're doing. So be careful about what's here. You do want to have a call to action. You do want to have a hook. So here it says it's time to go live. Beginner tips. I'm talking about going live process. So if you're going to put a message up here where you created a crop message like from Canva or some other platform, you want to put it up here, be careful. If you notice your views are not viewing the way they should, if you notice nobody's in the room, now I guess if you're new at this, TikTok doesn't push your live out to begin with, so you probably don't even know it's a problem. But be careful about the words. Seeing that more, and people rooms are not growing because either they're putting pricing, they're putting too many words on their screen, and the algorithm's confused about who you're trying to target, or you got a website or you got some um social media information. You said good tip, thank you. Good morning, welcome to the room, friend. Okay, I've seen boards but I don't know how to add them. Boards are under settings, or it's going to be its own icon that says boards. When you're in your live, you click the wand. There's a wand right here where the gift box is for you all. For me, it's a wand. You click that and you can click boards and you can change your boards out. You can make multiple boards. You can make multiple boards. This is the board I had earlier. Yep. So you can have multiple boards in there. Change it out based on the topic, based on what you're doing. If you have different topics you talking about, you can flip boards in and out and change it up. So it's not yeah, so I just shared boards. Thank you so much for the swan. Look at you, friend. This is a lot of stuff on screen. What is the benefits to do live? There's a lot of stuff on screen. What is the benefits of doing live? Um, I need help. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Oh, no photos of yourself with words. I would avoid that. I think that's what I would avoid. I would avoid it until I grow. Until you get a sense for your room, avoid it in the beginning because your room, it may be suppressing your views. How do you get the board, please? It's under the settings before you go live. Under settings, or it's going to be its own icon. All right. The newer to live, so it's just a learning experience. It is. Yep. It is. Practice makes progress. Let me go back. The benefits of going live. Let me go back to that conversation. Um, when it comes to the benefits of going live, really quickly, you got to know your why. Hey, Doc, you got to know your why. Your why may be different from other people's why you're doing this. Okay. There's usually four reasons people do this. All right. You're going to fall in one of these four categories. You might fall in all four of them, which is fine. But most cases, people fall in one of these four. Hey, friends, thank you so much for supporting. Yesterday was my best live I've ever had so far. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Awesome, friend. How long have you been going live? I've been allowed to go live for a month now, but nervous. Okay, friend, gotta just go live. Do it scared. Do it scared. Do it scared. We talked about mindset a little while ago, but just go live and do it scared. How did you get the want to go live on top of your board? That's the board, friend. That is the board. There are two different boards. This is the AI featured board where there's a little bit more fonts and colors and font shapes and sizes and stuff you can use. So that's what you're saying. So I created this color tone and use these fonts for it. So you guys are so sweet because I get more questions about this board than I get about anything else in my live stream. I'm just saying. They're like, "Da, tell me about that board." I was like, "I don't care. I don't go live. I just want to see your board." Did you mess around the live settings before actually going on live? Dottie, yes, that's one of my tips. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Let me talk about the benefits. Back to the benefits. Okay, thank you. Yep, I'm really new. Yep, laugh out loud. It's an AI in the app. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Me too. It was my best day monetarily. Nice, nice. Look at you guys. Hey, Luna. Appreciate you. Okay, four reasons. First reason is for monetization. Four benefits, four reasons, four whys, however you want to talk about it. It's really the why. Why do you do this? And this is something you want to keep in mind. Monetization might be your why. You want to earn additional passive income. You want to get rid of your 9 to 5. You want to, grow your business. You want the monetization is the reason why you're doing it. Hey, Bama Mama, Mama, thank you so much for being here. Um, very new to TikTok as well. Welcome to the room. Everybody who's new, put new in the chat. I want to make sure we see you, friends. And if you are a live host, put your live topic, time, and time zone. We want to make sure you get visibility as well. I want to make sure people know who you are and when you go live. So promote yourself real quick so we can all see you. Thank you for my newbies. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you all, my newbies in the room. Um, Number one reason is monetization. The other why would be you want to be famous, maybe TikTok famous. You know, you may sing, you have a beautiful voice, maybe you play an instrument, maybe you do a craft of some sort. You want to become famous. All right. So that's a reason why people come here as well. You have the other person who comes here is that they just want to build community. Maybe they have a topic or life experience, and they want to find other people that they can support, build community, rally together, and support one another. Building community is a big reason. Building community is probably most of our reasons to a certain extent. All right. So and then you have that person who wants to come here and you're like a learner. You want to master. You want to master digital marketing. You want to, because this is a subset of digital marketing. Live streaming is, just in case you guys didn't make that connection. You want to understand digital marketing. You want to understand affiliate marketing and master that. That's TikTok Shop. You want to understand getting brand deals, UGC, and doing content creation and being an influencer. Those are the reasons why you might come here as well. All right. And so you got to figure out what your why is, and that why is going to fuel why you will continue doing this. All right. That's it. And so when you talk about the benefits are going to be for you. So what are you trying to do? Now, I said earlier, and I had the viewer wishes up here for a reason. Luna, oh, you had to re up super fans. Congratulations, friend. I see you, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. That's what I want to do. Yep. Okay. And then Zen, you said news Sunday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Central, release stress with my hypnotherapy sound bowl. Oh, bath. Welcome to the room, friend. Been going since 1st of March. Welcome, welcome. Okay, you're hitting 2 months. Awesome. Um, or almost in your third month. This is your third month. Yes, monetization. How does that happen? You got to keep going live. You got to start the live process. I'm assuming you're new and haven't started going live yet. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. You said I want to help people by sharing my journey, but but no advice. Oh, you just want to share a journey. Okay, gotcha. Faceless AI content is my muse. I create digital products and product stores for my audience. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for the cheers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the confetti. Happy birthday to you, friend. I don't know if it's your birthday. These are settings that TikTok put up there. What does UGC stand for? User generated content. You work with brands to do content creation for them, and they pay you for it. Basically, that's what it is. So this is my first week of posting with intention. I'm trying to work up to live. There we go, Miss Quinn. I love it. I love it. Um, so So, really quickly, and I wanted to make sure I made this clear to everybody. I have viewer wishes up here for a reason. Um, Good morning. Hello, friends. Be Queen. Appreciate you. Go live 8 p.m. ish Mountain Time. Okay, nice. What's your topic? Put that in there for us as well. Did I miss the topic, Carrie? Maybe I missed the topic, but I'll put that in there for us as well. Yvonne, you have to have 1K followers to go live. No, Yvonne, you got to have that blue box next to your name, that badge. That is good. Um, and you should have live access. You should have live access. You have to have at least typically TikTok says you have to be 7 days old with your page. You got to post some content, and you have to have a blue box to show that you're interested in engaging in live streams. That's what that blue badge with the number is. And then that's from gifting. Thank you so much. Wink, wink to you, Luna. And then also when it comes to 50 followers, they'll typically give it to you early if you've done all those things. So you should see it earlier. Does Christian content work well on lives? It does, Cindy. You can do it. You just got to make sure your content disclosure is turned on. That's under settings before you start the live, or when you come here, you can click the three dots while you're in the live and turn on content disclosure. I desire to build, you scroll all the way down to get to it. I desire to build community to help others heal from trauma. Okay, Michelle, that's great. You can also turn on content disclosure. You use the word trauma. You got to be careful about what you talk about. So be careful about how you talk about traumatic events and things that have happened. Okay. So turn on your content disclosure and your audience control, meaning that you have to be 18 years and older to come in your live. What is a simple way to do a live without no pressure to perform? I don't know the answer. That's kind of a loaded question. Just talk. Just talk. I mean, you're doing something. Let me be clear. Let me be clear about this. When you come live, you're not watching television. You are doing something to interact with other people. You're in a performative state. Okay. So, yeah, you're doing something to bring your target audience, your right audience into your room. So, you are in a performative state in the sense that you're talking about something. It can be very casual conversation. It could be something that you're sharing as a craft or your gift and talent. You are doing something though because you are engaging with people in this live stream as a live host. And let me be clear about your role as a live host. Your job is to educate, entertain, or inspire people. All right. That's your job. And in doing that job, thank you very much, friend. Thank you very much, Sam. In doing that job, you are wanting people to come in and engage in your live stream. And in doing that job, viewers, your job is to engage. Okay. You are not watching television. Thank you, another level. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. You are not watching television. So if you're sitting here and you have not said a word in this chat, if you're sitting here and you have not tapped on the screen, thank you very much, RJ. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the fam. Um, and the hearts that are flowing to the side here, that is literally tapping the screen. You are doing something. Or you click this arrow, you share out the live. Share out the live. You can share it, you can repost it, you can add it to your story. You are doing something. You are actually, you should be always doing something because you're either commenting, because you can't tap and comment at the same time. So you're either commenting something, adding stickers, doing something, sharing the live, tapping the screen. If you're really good at it, you got a tapping device that's gonna help you tap because you're sitting here listening to me and at least you're tapping. You are always doing something as a viewer because this is an interactive experience. All right. So, as a live host, you're interactive. As a viewer, you're interacting. You're engaging. Remember, I told you earlier, I said consistency, engagement. Thank you for that. I can't even be serious with y'all. What in the world? I'm trying to have a serious conversation. Thank y'all. Appreciate the gifts. But you are always interacting, friends. I want you guys to realize that. I said consistency, I said engagement, discipline, patience. Those are the four pillars here. Hey, Mos. So always, you're always interacting. So if you are trying to avoid that, I'm going to tell you to take a step back, take a breath, breathe. You'll get to that point where it becomes comfortable, where you become confident in doing this. But you got to practice. Practice makes progress. All right. Because that piece of this makes people come into your room. It makes them stop scrolling. It makes them want to come and learn from you. It makes them want to hear what you have to say. It makes them laugh. It makes them learn a new task, be engaged with whatever you're doing. It makes them want to do it because they want your information. And so if you're doing it right, you're talking, thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It surprised me. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, bountiful. It makes them want more from you. All right. So I just want to make sure I said that. You guys had a lot of comments. I like to know how to make money going. Okay, we'll talk about the money too, friends. Hey, Bermuda. How you doing, friend? Do you Bahamian, I'm sorry, I said the wrong island. Sorry about that. Do you do these on a daily basis? I come live every day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, so I come back at 4. What are the benefits of doing lives? Benefits of doing live, monetization, building community, becoming TikTok famous, mastering a skill. No, the benefits, those 4 things are true, and I said that earlier, so you missed when I explained it, but I said you gotta know your why, and you come up with the benefits for doing this, but honestly, you can build community. You build a great community. You can monetize. Thank you so much for the radiant launch. How do I say, send you a heart? Um, so, do you have coins on your account? Click the gift box. It doesn't look like you've ever sent a gift before. So you're going to click the gift box in the corner. I mean, it's right here where the gift box is. In the bottom right corner, it's going to say recharge. You're going to click the word recharge. I don't want you to recharge in the app. So I want you to pause. Look on that screen. There's a part of that screen that says recharge. Thank you, friend. Raina, appreciate you. Thank you all for the gifts. It's going to say recharge. On the TikTok website, tiktok.com/coin for 25% discount. So click that section where it says recharge. If you click it, it takes you to the website. All right. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. I don't know whose birthday it is. I didn't come up with these sayings. These are TikToks. TikTok, that was just the default sayings. And so you can change these words, friends. Do you get points for how many taps you do watching a live? Um, the taps represent up here, we have 83.6K likes to the live. You as a viewer, you get 3 points for every 10 minutes of liking a live. Those points are part of your fan club points that are tallied for you in terms of your engagement. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to you, Coach Jesse. I didn't put that. I don't want y'all to think that I told y'all I was gonna say happy birthday. TikTok put that. You answered that question already. Just look at what you're talking to your talk to. Look at it as you're talking to your friend. Yes. Yeah, that is true. Can I repeat? Can I repeat what? What did I miss? I hit my first first for 1K. RJ, you went live yesterday. I missed it, friend. Yes, you talked part scary, not talkative. Yes. Thank you so much, friend. So let's see. Um Okay, let me see. I'm gonna come back up. If I missed one of your comments, you said happy birthday. Y'all so funny. If I missed one of y'all comments, I just scroll back up. So let me know if I missed a comment. And you can repeat it. So I am sending you money when I send you a gift. You are sending what TikTok for your gift, you're sending diamonds. TikTok translates that into rewards, which is money, monetization. The rewards, the live host doesn't get 100% of it. TikTok gets majority. I'll explain the scale live rewards in a second, but TikTok gets their cut from it. And so when you come into someone's live, and let me explain something to you guys. I want to read a book of letters. Thank you. I love your stickers. How do I get them? You can make them through Canva or ChatGPT. You just make stickers and you just upload them from your camera roll and add them. Thank you. Happy birthday, Coach Jesse. um, really quickly, let me explain something. To become a live host, and let me be clear about this. To do live streaming on anyone's platform, anyone's TikTok, FB, IG, YT, this is for the platform owner, whoever owns that platform, they see this as a monetization for them as well. All right. So we are in TikTok's economy. So if you are going live and you are building a community and you want to monetize on this app, I told you you have your 4 reasons why you're doing this. You're trying to figure out, how do you grow? How do you monetize? And TikTok wants you to monetize too, because guess what? TikTok gets some of it too. All right. They get a high percentage of it. And so if you want your stream to do well, you have to have that engagement happening in your live. Otherwise, otherwise you won't grow. Not rapidly. You probably won't grow at all. Okay? So think about this from a perspective of, if you're coming to see someone coming into their live as a viewer, and now I'm gonna put the viewer hat on because I want you guys to understand the live host process real quick too. But I'm gonna put the viewer hat on. You came into someone's live. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kisses. I appreciate your friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate your pay right. Thank you for that. You come into someone's live. You consumed their information. You learned whatever skill they were teaching you. You were entertained by them, and you walk away and didn't do any engagement. You didn't send them a rose. A rose is a penny. You didn't get their daily heart me. That's one penny. You didn't send them a heart puff. That's one penny. You didn't send them a wink wink. That's one penny. And you got all that information, all those questions answered, and didn't do any engagement. Didn't even support their live, because guess what? They can't continue to go live. He said, surprise you. This is the surprise. Let me say, let me do like this. There you go. He said, surprise me. I didn't come up with those sayings. Um, thank you so much. So at the end of the day, as a live host, if you want to support your favorite creator, you have to engage as a viewer. Now, let me flip this. I'm teaching you how to engage as a viewer, because when you become a live host and you want your room to grow, then you're going to have to teach and educate your community on how to engage as viewers. You will have to. You're going to come back to me and you'll say, Doc, people in my room aren't doing things. And I'm going to say, okay, there are some things that you're probably going to have to set up your room to operate differently so that people will, in fact, engage in your live stream. All right. That's going to be, hey, friend, how you doing, James KC? um, yeah, that's going to be important for you to continue to understand how your room. Thank you very much for your support, Dreams. Um, for your room to grow. So you need that engagement. You need people to support your life. Happy birthday, Dreams. Do you have a schedule? I find you very clear and performing. I don't have. You said I don't have any coins. That's totally fine. I go live. If you look at my bio, and this is a pro tip, you all put your schedule in your bio. Put your schedule in your bio so people can get to it. Hey PMP, um, put it in your bio. So my schedule is 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern daily. Okay. Um, I am at TikTok Shop Affiliate. I need to start going live. Can you help me? I am clueless. Yes, Patty, stay with me. Stay with me, Patty. We'll talk about it. I kind of went all over the place here, not intentionally, but I just want to make sure you guys understand. Writer, artist, Liz, Liza, thank you so much for being here. No, don't go live. Just hit 1K and can shop now. Oh, look at you. Congratulations. RJ, I'm so proud of you, friend. Look at you. Okay, now you got to do the work. All right, I love it. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much for the coins. The blooming ribbon. I appreciate your friend. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all, friends. I appreciate you all being here. Moonflower, thank you for being here. Okay, let's do this really quickly. I'm going to talk about engagement since I went there. Really quickly, we're going to do the blue boxes. I want to show you guys where you can see your points. As you all do this, hey, Alyssa, as you guys do this, pay attention to your engagement points, your level up points, the points that you use to level up to the next level in the blue box. So some of you are like, what is a blue box? What is she talking about? I told you my 4 pillars: consistency, engagement, um, discipline. I was supposed to say gratitude, discipline, and patience. So we started with the consistency, we started with the patience, engagement, and discipline. We didn't go there as of yet, but engagement. Let's go to get engagement real quick. So everyone in the room, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you know this already, you always check it. All right. So I'm teaching you where to find your level up points. I'm going to teach you what that blue box means. I already said you got to have coins on your account to engage this way. So when you're engaging, you're going to get coins. You click the gift box in the corner, it says recharge, or your number of coins you have left. Do the engagement. Okay. So get coins on your account. Go to the website, www.tiktok.com/coin, COIN, for a 25% discount. So you have coins. I don't ask for you to break the bank. Maybe put $10, $20 on your account so you can properly engage. You can do the things like grabbing someone's daily heart me, as well as, sending one coin rose. Every time you come into someone's live, let me be clear about this. And y'all been doing it and y'all been ignoring it. Every time you come into someone's live, TikTok tells you what to do. It says right here in the corner, send a heart puff, send the daily heart me, send a rose. Thank you for the daily heart me. It tells you what to do. It's telling you how to engage, and you have ignored it. All right. So what you're doing is actually a very bad habit because you're not engaging properly. And then when you go live, guess what's going to happen to you? People are not going to engage in your live. So you are learning. how to properly engage so that when you go live, you can tell your viewers how to properly engage. All right. Thank you so much for the 300 minutes. I see you. Thank you for the level up. So that's what you're doing. That's all this is learning by doing. And if you are choosing consciously not to engage people as live hosts, when you go to other rooms, thank you so much. Thank you for the support, everybody. Thank you. Happy birthday, Doc. So Dr. Joanna. It may not be your birthday, but I just want to say happy birthday. Wink, wink to y'all. Thank y'all for this. These are TikTok sayings, and I'm just going with it, y'all. I didn't change any of these sayings. I didn't make this up. But this is a great way to get your room to engage if you have different directives that you want your viewers to do. And that's what this was all about, to show you guys that piece of it too. Thank you all. So make sure you guys are engaging, you're practicing this. Um, and so lifestyles, I'm gonna show you something, friend, because you're learning that from the grow rooms. That's a bad habit, friend. You don't want to do that. And I'm gonna show you why. And to scoop me up, Heidi, you don't want to do that. That's the grow room behavior. So grow rooms, you guys are not trying to be. So if you're in my room, you want to go live. You want to learn how to be a live host. And what I just said is that you want to learn how to be a good viewer so that you are engaging. No, no, no. I mean that's good. You did that, so I can teach this. So at the end of the day, you want to be a good viewer so you understand what are you doing for the room. You're not just scooping people up. You don't say scooped. You don't say follow. You don't say gotcha. Those are grow room language. That's what they do in those rooms, which is actually a bad habit too, because those people never follow back. Those people you were scooping, and they are not engagers. They're not engaging in your content. They're not going to come to your live stream. So you want to make sure you are connecting with people who are authentic connections where people will come back to your live and support your live stream, go to your live. That's what you want to do. Okay. And then when you talk about, oh, follow me, when you say follow, here's the deal. My friend who said had it all caps, my friend doesn't have a bio, lifestyle tourista. Tourista, is that it? Doesn't have a bio, doesn't have a blue box, don't have a Lisa box, hasn't engaged, but you want people to follow you, and you are not necessarily engaging in other people's content. So you came to a live, you didn't even grab the daily heart me yet. You haven't even got a blue box. So that tells you that person is not going to be an engager, because either they don't know how to engage or they are doing intentionally ignoring the rules of engagement. And TikTok, when you came in my live, just told you to either get a daily heart me or send a rose or engage. The blue box is what you need. All right. So I say that to you all because I want you guys to pay attention to this. So when I didn't see the blue box, okay, I'm about to point out something. Okay, because you don't have one. You don't have a bio too, um, Miss Marla. Miss Marla, man, you don't have a bio, so I'll talk about bios in a second too. Can you explain the daily heart me? You said the heartbeat, the hear beat. um, uh, heart me is that little heart that pops up and says join my fan club. People are literally clicking up here, and they're clicking either follow if you haven't followed the live post, or they're clicking join. So each and every time you guys are in my room, you're not going to be able to unsee this. No, that's okay. I'm going to explain this because I wanted to show the blue box. As you come into someone's room, and when you become a live host, you guys are going to see it as viewers. You see two badges next to people's names. You see the daily heart me, that little heart that pops up that says Lisa. That's for my room. You go to someone else's room, they're going to have a heart with their name of their room in it. So that's the heart me. That's how you become a fan club member. I use the analogy that says, okay, you have your favorite artist, your favorite singer, you buy their music, you buy their concert tickets, you go to their shows, you follow them on social media. You have a whole thing that you do because you love that artist. When you see them on TV or where you're there watching, you like that singer, musician, whoever it is. TikTok brought that here. That's the fan club. So you have your favorite live hosts. You watch me sunrise for 200 minutes. Thank you so much. And it does little messages like that. So I can shout you all out. You guys can make sure you're seen and heard and noticed. So the fan club, actually, if you click it, once you join, it's one coin, it's one penny. Once you join it, you got a checklist of things to do to make sure you're visible, make sure you're leveling up in the room. The levels go from 1 to 50. And if you become a super fan, my friend just leveled up to level 18. So she leveled up in the room. Thank you, RJ. Congratulations, my friend. Um, and as you do it, and she sent a level up cake. She wants to be seen and noticed. Those are people who are supporting the room. Thank you for the Rosa. Look at you. First time gifter. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna find my favorite, and you're my top five, Emma. Thank you, friend. You're welcome. Thank you for that. I'm happy I'm in your top five. That was cute. It's like my favorites. You made the top five now. So when you're a super fan, is that forever? Is that daily? That's a monthly subscription. Oh, look at you, Marsha. Is that it, Marshall? Marshall, thank you so much for doing that. Congratulations on allowing me to be your first time gifter. I appreciate that. I need help with my page. Thank you, friend. Okay. So the blue box follows you to every live. I told you the Lisa box is from my room. The blue box goes to every single room. Let me be clear. You go to somebody's room, and I'm nice, y'all. I help all people if you have a blue box or not, because I understand you guys are beginners. And so you guys are just starting your journey. Some other live hosts don't recognize you to be a beginner. You're coming in a room because maybe you like cooking, or maybe you like the craft that they're doing, or maybe you like what they're doing in that room because they're teaching something and you came for that reason. Well, the live host wants you to engage. And so that blue box is a quick indicator that you are an engaged viewer, that you sent that first time gift that our friends just sent. They have a blue box now. They have a level one blue box that they've engaged in that way. So we have TikTok is a tattletale. TikTok is tattling on all of us because that follows us and we can see it. We can see it. Y'all can see it. So just know you're sending a message when you don't have it, because that says that you either intentionally ignored TikTok's message when you came into someone's room, because you did, you've ignored it. It's there. It pops up for all of us. So you've intentionally ignored it. Or you're like, I don't understand nothing, so I don't want to touch nothing. Hey, Coach V. And I don't understand it. I'm ignoring it. I don't know what that's all about. But just recognize you sent a message when you did that. And so now you came into someone's room and they're like, well, wait a minute. You're asking me all these questions. You want all this information. So I'm gonna ignore you because you ignored TikTok and you didn't get my daily heart me. You didn't do any of my viewer wishes. You didn't do anything. Wink, wink. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that. But just know that that's a message. So the blue box, you can't unsee it now. It's there. It's there for you to know it's there. You can't unsee it. So now you have to now make a decision. And when you're a live host, you want people to support your live. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. You want people to support your live. Hey, Miss Marla, appreciate your friend. Look at that first time rose. Appreciate your friend. You did it. Thank you so much for that, friend. Aw, doing the things that this ATV. Thank you so much, Miss Michelle. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that, friends. So just know that that's a big piece of this. I want you guys to pay attention. I don't want you guys to get in a situation where you're feeling a certain way about how people treat you. But as a life host, you treat people the way you want to be treated. All right. You want your supporters to support you. So you have to be a supporter. That's it. That's the name of the game. You reap what you sow. So if you ain't sowing, then you ain't gonna reap. All right. So you keep that in mind. That's how this goes. I did. I said my first time. You did, friend. Hey, Carrie. Thank you so much for that first time gift as well. Thank you so much, friends. You guys are doing it. I love it. So thank you for teaching me how. You're welcome, friend. Okay, the blue box just before our names. You're level 10, friend. So let me show you what that blue box means. Let's go a little deeper. I have a blue box now. You do have your blue box. I see you, friend. So what is the number on the side? The 14 for you, friend? Maria, I think that's what you're asking. Grab your daily heart me. Yes, the daily heart me is for my room. So that's how you get the Lisa box. And TikTok will gray you out. If you have not been here over 7 days, TikTok will make your box gray. Your Lisa will be gray. And then your blue box will be gray as well. We won't see it. Okay. Your blue box is in hibernation. They is deactivated basically. Doc, you are schooling us. I love it. There we go, friend. That's what this is all about. Thank you for the roses. Question: why does my blue box have only two triangles and others have more? Oh, okay. Marla. Okay. Let me show the okay, let's do this. Everybody put the word blue in the chat. I know I did this before. Look at you, Marla. You growing, friend. Put the blue in the chat. Put blue in the chat. Let me do blue box breakdown real quick so you guys can see it. Once you put the word blue, click your photo. Click your photo. Your mini profile is gonna pop up. Click your photo. You'll see your LV. I'm gonna even put blue in the chat too, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit. I'm gonna do quick shows because TikTok gets funny when I show this. So I'm gonna put hello as well. I should have put blue, but I'll put it hello. Okay. So um so once you put that, you click your box. So I'm gonna click my box. Where's my so you'll see the blue box here. All right. Click your LV number, a blue screen pops up. A blue screen pops up. Hold on. A blue screen pops up for you. So if you click your LV number, I'm going to click my LV. Mine is LV22. My blue screen pops up. So, really quickly, there's a question mark in the corner of this blue area. Read it so you can get a breakdown. Everything on this app, there's question marks all throughout, typically. Okay? Question marks or exclamation mark. If you see one of those, click it so you can read up on it. All right? That's how you learn. That's how you're going to learn. But that question mark has a whole breakdown of this whole blue box area and how your experience, they call this the experience for you as a viewer. I'm going to give you the Cliff Note versions of it. I'm going to give you the kind of a quick summary, but just know this blue screen is showing you how you have been interacting from a gifting perspective in particular. That's how you got a blue box. Okay. When it comes to the numbers, the shapes and the symbols, it goes from level 1 to level 50. All right. Level 1 to level 50. Somebody asked me a couple of lives ago, they was like, hey, doc, what's a good number to get to? Okay. I'm going to tell you 25 is a milestone. 25 is a milestone because people fly in. You'll see them here and they'll be blue. They'll fly into the room. Your colors and the symbol next to your numbers represent what level, what phase you're in. It's like another visual indicator. Okay. What phase you're in. So level 1 through 9 is a shape. So see how our friend Karen just joined? She flew in. She's a level 28. Our friend Miss Ebony, she's a level 27. So level 25 lets you fly in. You're given that visibility. Now, all of you who are under 25 come in from my bottom. I don't see y'all. Y'all don't fly in at the top unless you're a super fan or you're a fan club member 20 and above from our room. Keep that in mind. So when I'm shouting people out that come in and their boxes are like orange, they're the heart me's and stuff. They're either a super fan that I'm shouting out, or they're one of my fan club members. They've been coming to my live for a long time, and they are now flying in to the room, so I see them. Otherwise, there's 60 people in the room. I ain't see all 60 of y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kat. And I noticed the people who get in the heart me's because obviously they're right there getting the heart me's and the gifters. I notice, so that's important because you see your people, you see who are coming to your room. All right. So you're again. Remember, I told you the analogy of being a fan of a famous person. Thank you so much, Tan. Thank you for that, friend. Thank you for those. The club victory. You are. If you saw your favorite actor or artist or singer walk into the grocery store when you went to the grocery store, would you not fan out? Would you be like, no, I can't believe I just saw fill in the blank person? I can't think of nobody. You will want to autograph. You will want to walk up to them. TikTok is bringing that same notion, wink, wink to you, friend. Catherine, thank you so much. They're bringing that same concept here. Like you want to be visible. You want the room to see you. You want to get that autograph. You want them to connect with you. You said this is a lot. You're trying to do that. So that's what's happening here. If that makes sense just a little bit, that's what's happening here. So you're trying to get that visibility. Okay, so back to the blue box. So TikTok says, okay, your colors are different. So you see the blues are darker blue, and then they get to level 1, your shade of blue. Then 10 to 19, you're a different shade of blue with a different symbol. And then 20 to 29, you're a different shade of blue with a different symbol. And then 30 to 39, you're like purplish. Now you're getting more purple like in a different shape and color too. And so then 40 to 50, you're a different color. You're like really purple. Okay. So the colors start to get deeper as time goes on, depending on your level. So thank you so much, Trini Story. So as you're doing this, thank you so much for the populars, friend. As you're doing this, this is a lot. I like drinking water from a fire hose. You don't have to drink it from a fire hose. You do it easily. No, I mean I'm giving like a deeper understanding, but I talk about some of this stuff repeatedly just because there's new people coming in. But don't feel like it has to be overwhelming. Hey friend, how you doing? Thank you so much, Blue, for the rose. I appreciate the support. You're so kind. That's my sweet compliment. You're so kind. Um, hey Anna, welcome to the room. So what you're looking at with this blue screen though, you're looking at the points you've collected. They're highlighted. And then there's a forward slash symbol that tells you the total amount of points you need for the next level. So I'm level 22. To get to level 23, that forward slash symbol with that other smaller number is the total points I need to get to 23. Now, I'm trying to get to that number. So I want you guys to pause. Look at your message. There's a scrolling message. It tells you the points, not the showcase. The next one that's going to pop up is going to say so many numbers right here, points to level up. That's what you're paying attention to. That's the difference between what you need and what you got. All right. That should be the difference between those two numbers. And so what you're ultimately doing is trying to get points. Wink, wink. How you doing, Catherine? So you are doing that so that you can ultimately level up. So if I'm trying to get to 23, then I need to do enough points, get enough points to level up. Okay. Those are the points that I'm trying to reduce. The other place that is located is in your gift box. Is usually right there at the top. You can see it there. Let me see if it shows up for this one. It does. Oh, you reached level 12. Look at that, friend. Congratulations. Just leveled up in the room. So I teach this because I want you guys to know your points when you come into a room and you could be more strategic about how you're moving. You don't have to break the bank. I tell you that all the time, but you do have to engage. You want to slowly grow. You want to get higher in terms of your points and your level. Metaverse, welcome to the room, friend. And 25 is a good number. 35 is a good number too. 25, if the room has less than 100 people in it, you'll see 25 to 34. Okay. So everyone who's flying in, they're flying in my room because they're not over 100 people in the room. But if you are 35, level 35 and above, no matter what the room size is, you fly in, you're seen. So if you go to those big rooms, you're like, oh, they saw me come in, you know. So otherwise, you don't get seen. You get underneath, just under, you come in like everybody else from the back door. Okay, but this is like VIP front row interest. So in the gift box, it also shows your points at the top. It tells you how many points you need, these experience points that you need to level up. That's what you're paying attention to. So when I come into a room, I look to see, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit over here, I'm gonna do a little bit over here, I'm gonna level up, and I'm trying to make sure I'm being strategic about it. Or I'll say, okay, you know what? Because oh, who sent the super fan? Dr. Joanna, look at you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. So, what Dr. Joanna did, she just gifted the room. Somebody in the room is going to benefit from the super fan. So, just know that that's something you can do too. And remember, I told you when you're in the fan club, there's different tasks. And she sent that great information. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, she's supporting somebody else's journey. That's awesome. That's awesome. So kind of you. Um, so just know that as you're in a room, you're going to always look to make sure that you are actively engaging. Tapping is free. That's the likes. That's literally tapping the screen. Those are the hearts that are flying up over here. That's free support. Sharing a live. That's the arrow below here. Free support. Free 99. You don't have to spend a coin for it. Comments. I'm going to tell you this really quickly. Stickers you get when you become a fan club. Stickers, when you put a comment in, don't send it yet. There's a heart. There's a heart in that comment box. Click the heart. You get to my stickers for anyone who's in the fan club who got that Lisa badge next to their name. So you can send um, stickers. I send stickers all the time because I was like, look here, let me just send some stickers. I ain't got a comment, but I want to make sure her chat is moving. This my person I'm supporting. I'm making sure their chat is moving. So I'm gonna send some stickers. I'm gonna share. I put my little tapper on. I'm tapping. I'm doing those things to support the room. Now I may be multitasking, but you got some support coming through. Now that's what you do. Now you don't do this. I'm gonna say this to you all because I want you guys to read the room. Is tapping good for the live hosts? Is that's considered good engagement? It's good engagement. And so, Miss Marla, here's what I'm gonna tell you to do. I want you guys to read the room. Tapping is good. Does that Lisa badge only show in your room? It's only for my room, Karen. Somebody else has a different badge. When you grab their daily heartbeat, it'll say something different. It's whatever their room is for, set up for. Because you can create the badge name. Mine, I created, it says Lisa. Uh, Support in the room. Yes. So that is support to the room. Those comments work. That matters. If you are peppering a lot of questions in the chat and you haven't gotten your Lisa badge, you haven't gotten your blue box, you don't have a blue box, but you just want to ask all these questions, that is bad etiquette. I'm going to tell you that right now. People often will ignore your questions because you didn't do any of that engagement. You ignored TikTok's comment when they told you to send something, grab your daily heart me or something. You haven't taken an initiative to click up here where it said join. You haven't sent a rose. These are all pennies, one coins. So you gotta have coins on your account. And so I'm teaching you this because as you go live, you're gonna want point people to support your live. Oh, RJ, you became a super fan. Congratulations. And definitely thank Dr. Joanna for that. Thank you so much. RJ, awesome friend. Thank you so much. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate all the engagement and follows too. You guys are awesome. I see my friends who have been following the live host. Thank you for doing that as well. That is support as well. So I appreciate it. But yeah, just know that's Blue Box. I need to say that to you all. Thank you so much. Gifter level 11. Congratulations. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Miss Vicky. I see you too, friend. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. Welcome to the room, friend. I see you. So, as a live host, you are doing this because you want your viewers to engage. I teach this to you as a viewer because when you become a live host, you're gonna have to teach it to your viewers. You are. I know you don't want to. I know you don't think you have to, but you do. Because you're gonna have people come in your room that don't know the rules of engagement. And so because now you're doing it and you know it and you understand it, you can teach it. You can teach it in your own way. You don't have to teach like me, but you can teach it to people so that they can essentially support you the way that you need to be supported. I'm going to say need to be supported because your room will not grow and improve if people are not supporting you. You need the support. You do. Okay. How do you say that to all the people coming in your room every night and never even a heart me? Say that again. You said, how do you say this to you said never even a heart me? What do you mean? How do you say that to people? I mean, people will start supporting you. They will. They'll get it. And that's the beauty of starting small because you can start growing and working out your messaging and what you want to say. Okay? So don't feel as if people are not going to support. They will. Becoming a part of a community and you being a supporter, you'll get people to support you back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for the populars. Do you send something more than once during the live? You can. You can. Again, you work within your budget, especially if you're just starting off. Let me explain something what happens too. Once you go live and you start getting engagement in your room, you end up taking part of your rewards because TikTok pays out weekly. You could take part of your rewards and put it back in the ecosystem. Put it back out there for other people. That's what you should be doing. All right. Now, everybody do things their own way. You figure it out, but that's what you really should be doing because you want to support the people who are supporting you. Okay. So In a perfect world, you're taking what you've gotten over the week, you create your budget for TikTok, and you make a decision on how you can support. And as you start growing and earning more, you can support a little bit more. You can give back a little bit more. But again, you make it make sense for you and your budget. I don't want people to be out there saying Dr. Lisa told you to break your bank and I'm busting budgets around here. I'm not doing that. But I teach you this because I think it's important that you understand how this should look. And so if you're asking people to support you as a live host, then you want to support your supporters. All right. So just keep that in mind. So can you remind me of how to add money without using Apple Pay? Well, you can use any form of payment. If you want to use a gift card, you can get a gift card to do it. Wink, wink. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Miss K Latte, wink, wink to you too. Um, yeah, so it's up to you. When you go to the website www.tiktok.com/coin, COIN, you can go there and they take all forms of payment. You don't have to use Apple Pay. Okay. Thank you so much. Great. Right. Give back. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I only gone live once. I need to learn more and I'm able to start being consistent. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. That's the main thing. Just start being consistent. If people just come in your room and for content and don't engage with you, how do you handle that? Um, so Heidi, I do educate, I do train people, I do things like this. And again, I put this up here for a reason. Thank you all for engaging in it. It was actually two reasons that I did it because I didn't realize I'm saying this out loud because I got people in my agency. I am a creative network owner and manager. I do recruit here. If you are live already, if you're going live and going live consistently, you're welcome to join the agency. It's a free program. I'll talk about it in a second. But I say this because I want to make sure you guys know. I'm trying to get to it. There are campaigns here. Okay. So there's campaigns up here. If you guys swipe by, you can see. You can see. So there are campaigns sitting up here. Um, when it comes to the campaign rules, um, I'm trying to see what am I doing? Okay, I just want to see. I didn't post a video yet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rochelle. Thank you so much, friend. Raquel, thank you for that, friend. I almost missed it. I was looking at the screen. This campaign, so I'm on the leaderboard for Don't Stop the Scroll. I didn't know I was on it. They sent me a message. Hey, how you doing, Miss K Latte? They sent me a system notification saying I was on a leaderboard. I meant to check to see what number I'm at. I am on the leaderboard right now, and I haven't fully gone up. I'm number 6. I'm number 6, y'all. And so it ends on the 6th. So I said I was gonna do this more often, but I'm on the leaderboard. And I'd never been that high up on a campaign. So first of all, I checked yesterday, I was number 12. Um, I think I was 12 when I checked. And then I checked in here, I was 13. And then because of this live, the engagement that's happened, I'm number 6 now. So that's important. As a quick tip, join campaigns. I'm so excited to get 1K, but what do I do from here? Okay, RJ, do me a favor. You got okay, so for this live, because I'm gonna get off shortly, because I have meetings to do for people. I have a 1 o'clock. But let me do this. 4 o'clock. If you can come back at my 4 o'clock, I'll talk shop with you. All right. So I want you because it's gonna take me longer. I'm gonna have to walk you through the shop stuff, but I'll talk TikTok shop. Let me know if 4 o'clock works for you later today. But because she just got invited into TikTok shop. So she got her followers. She's in it now. So she's good to go. So yes, thank you. You're welcome, friend. So I'll walk you through shop. So just be ready to talk about it and stuff. And we'll walk you through the setup stuff and stuff that you can do. I won't so yeah, I'll walk you through it. Um Really quickly, I put up viewer wishes for two reasons. Like I said, the campaign was one reason. I didn't even realize I was that high up in the campaign, but I am. So that's good news. When it comes to this feature, I was talking about it yesterday because people could use this for your live stream to get engagement. Okay. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you. So as you're thinking about the different viewer wishes you want to set up for your room, you can do that. I want you guys to click it. Click viewer wishes for me. You guys can see who's in the queue, the wish queue. So if you have a room, I gave an example, Moonflower, you just came in. So Moonflower, she does knitting. So if she wanted to knit a certain pattern or a certain color or something and wanted her viewers to come in and support, she could probably put viewer wishes up and make it so that they're supporting her product. Thank you so much, Larish. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Um, hey, so nice to see you, and so nice to see you as well, Deb. How are you, friend? Where's Viewer Wishes located? So it's located before you go live. You can set it up there. It's under a box that says interact. So it's there and you can set it up. Or when you're in the live, you can click in this corner for the live host. There's three dots. You click that and that takes you to Viewer Wishes as well. At the top, it'll say Viewer Wishes. You can turn it on. There's different templates that are there, or you can add your own gifts. You can put different gifts there for yourself. Now, this one has 5 gifts. 5 might be a bit much. You might do 3, maybe 4, depends on what you have that you want people to do. Or you might even have 1. I need to set my room and template, etc. Yeah. So you may even have 1 that you say, hey, so Moonflower, if she wanted to do like a create your own pattern and she wanted her room to contribute. And so maybe she's using different color yarns. And so if somebody wants a certain color yarn, she can have blue up there, green, yellow, and then people she can add that yarn to do the stitch. Might be a little complicated to do that. I don't know how you would do that, Moonflower, but you could. Wink, wink. Or you can change out, you can come up with something else. Let me say this to y'all too. Wink, wink. Thank you so much, friend. The box on the side is nice as well. The box on the side. Oh, having it on the side. And so only caveat to this, you can't have guests up at the same time. So this actually takes the space for guest box. So multi-guest panels can't be up at the same time. But I gave an example earlier because you can change the time of this. The most you can do is 30 minutes. So you can make this maybe a 5-minute timer. You can say for 5 minutes, people who support, I'll take the first 5 people who, and you can have maybe one gift that you have up there. Where's the ask me anything? And so if you want one question, or maybe you have 2 or 3 questions, one question, you send this, 2 questions, you send this, 3 questions, you send this. You can make that part of your setup. And so then you could bring guests up in that 5 minutes, you take a queue of people, and then you give guests the chance to come up in order of who did it first. Ask me anything type questions. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that, especially if you are a specific expertise that you have. So you're gonna have to be creative of how you do this, but you can do this, and you can add that, set that up for yourself for your room to properly engage in your room. All right. How long have you been doing this? If you don't mind asking, you're because you're brilliant. Thank you so much. I've been going live every day, twice a day since January 2025. January 2025, January, I went once a day at 4 o'clock. And then in February, I added the 10 o'clock time. So I've been doing this daily. Yes, so daily since then. So almost a year and a half. So much to learn, but don't feel overwhelmed. Does the viewer wishes box automatically disappear after 30 minutes, or do you have to take it down? No, it's gonna re-up. So you'll see it, Karen. It'll reactivate. So once the countdown ends, it'll pause and then it'll come back on. Yeah. I might try that for the Teachable Lives. Knit Stitch, teach, um, you doing some technical Pearl Stitch, teach, and cast on. Okay, there we go. Try it, see what happens. Yeah, I love that. Thanks for all this information. I need I need as a mentor. You need me as a mentor. I do coaching. So let me do that. I do one-on-one consultations if you want a consultation with me, and I walk you through whatever you have issues with or questions about. And then I do also coach, and I have a 4 and 8 week program. I've had people re-up my coaching because they're like, "Hey doc, I want to start this. I want to get a business going. I need guidance. I need help with, whether it's my business concept or what type of storefront I'm going to use, stand, beacon, whatever, or how to go live, how to integrate different things in my live stream. So yeah, Moonflower. Ooh, ooh, I need to send it to you, friend. I'm gonna post it on school. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it today. Service Plus just showed yesterday how now you can see the video course. You can track the payments. It wasn't there before. So Service Plus now has that feature available. It's under I think it's under Service Plus. So it's there now. So remember you were saying I don't see how it works. That's how okay, nice. I'll go look. Yeah. So it's there now. They just announced it in the Discord. It's in the Discord. Here's my information, my bio. Here's my Service Plus. Here's my Service Plus. If you message me here or you go in this corner with the arrow, that's the Service Plus symbol, you can message me. You can click it and say you want a one-on-one. If you want to join the agency, let me know. The agency is free. I'll talk about it in a second because I'm going to get off shortly. But if you want to message me there, thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. Celebrating 2026 together. Awesome. You have a school now. I do have school for the agency. I just have to figure out my model, my approach to it. I am going to open it up to people who are not in the agency. I am going to do that. I just have to figure out when. That's probably going to be a something I do by the end of the summer. I just have to set it up correctly so that people can join if they want additional support and guidance. I'll have some modules available for people who are not in the agency to get information. So that's something else I'm going to add. Um, You said, Dr. Lisa, I taught you a lot today. Thank you. You're welcome. Great. Do you use a moderator? I do have a person who's a mod for me, Pals, but she's not here today. I do it by myself mainly. And when she comes in, I was teasing the other day. I said, when she mods, I'm like, oh Lord, that's great. It's nice to have a mod pop in, but I don't have regular mods. Are there any things to be aware of when purchasing gifts? Any fake pop-ups? No, not for the live stream. You got to be careful about who you send a gift to. So if there are people in the boxes and you're like, "Ooh, I didn't mean to do all that," you got to be careful in that way. You actually, if you click your gift box at the top right corner is an edit button. If you have certain gifts you're gonna always send, you could pin those top 4 gifts at the top. So click the edit, and then you can click the little indicator to pin those 4 gifts. And that way you can kind of control your budget a little bit that way too, as well as make sure you don't send something you didn't mean to send. So that's a good way to do it. So you could pin the top 4 gifts. And then you also, like I said, you want to be careful if there are other people in the room and you intended to send it to one person, but you hit somebody else's box and you didn't mean to do that. Maybe you're clicking at a guest, but you meant to send it to the live host. You got to click the live host box to make sure they're getting the gift. So little things like that you got to be aware of. A year and how pay right price you're asking, how have your income stream been up and down being on every day? Um, so there's multiple streams of income in your live stream, whether it's TikTok shop, whether it is super fans. I just pin Service Plus. People make appointments with me. So when you talk about just purely from gifting, I tell people when it comes to just purely gifting, gifting can happen in different ways too. If you battle, you can get more from gifting. People support your gift gallery, you can get more from gifting that way. But I tell people at the end of the day, the gifting is part of um, you're not making a lot of money. You're making probably pennies, coins, maybe a few dollars, which is fine, but it adds up. And you have to be in that mindset. Every penny counts, everything adds up. And so as time goes on, you'll get more potentially. Some days you don't, some days you do. So it's just a matter of how you look at this. And as things grow, you'll have other things that you offer, your super fans, your TikTok shop, if you do the affiliate program. So think of it from that perspective. Oh, congratulations. Thank you for the money gun too. Congratulations on leveling up, level 13 in the room. Congratulations for that, friend. You can send guests a gift. Yep, yep. That's the beauty. Viewers, you don't get gifting. Guests, when people are up in your boxes, you can send them gifts. I say be careful about that. You got to know who you're bringing in your boxes because they can't monetize and they got to make sure they act accordingly. Like they can't be drinking, smoking, no kids in there, all the things. They can't be driving. Hey, Ocean Summers, welcome back, friend. How are you? Oh, they took more than half on that course. Oh, did they? Oh, so you saw it. There's a processing fee. There's a processing fee too. Oh, do you get so same thing with super fans. There's a processing fee for super fans too. How do you get a mod and does it cost? How do they set it up? If you want somebody as a mod, you ask somebody to be your mod. You ask, do you mind being my mod for me? And then you decide on um how you want to support each other. Maybe you go to their lives and support them. Maybe they come to your live and y'all supporting each other. Maybe you go to their room and you gift them, and you make sure you gift them nicely. And so you just decide what that looks like. Some people volunteer and volunteer their time and they do it that way. So it just depends. So yeah. Let's see. What other quick question that can I answer? I know I didn't answer everything. I'm gonna come back. I have to get off, but I'm gonna come back at I'll be back at 4 o'clock, usually about 4:15, because I do co-stream on YouTube. So this is available as a playlist. How does the mod control the panel? You give them permission. So a mod, really quickly, if you click somebody's when you're live as a live host, if I clicked your photo right now, there's three dots in the corner. I can click that to add you as a mod and then give you mod position permissions. So there's certain level 23 in the room. Congratulations, Ocean Summer. Appreciate your friend. So I give you different permissions. I can have you pin my service plus. I can have you pin gifts for TikTok shop, and not gifts. I can have you pin TikTok shop. I can have you pin people on the screen. I can have you, like, if I pin your name right now, your mod could do this. Pin you up here. Your mod could remove people who are bad actors, block them, mute them, report them. So yeah, so a mod can do all that for you. Hey, friend, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the greeting. Hearts, I appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Amar may be helpful, especially for older beginners like me. It could be helpful. I tell people in the beginning, thank you so much, Dad, for the populars. I tell people in the beginning, you kind of want to know your room, though. You want to get to know people, you want to connect with people. When you have a mod pinning people all the time, I think it becomes a little bit of a codependency. So you don't necessarily get to engage and know people the way you probably should because you're kind of like just talking about your stuff and you're relying on your mod to do everything. So it doesn't allow that relationship building in the beginning. It can impact the relationship building. Maybe I should say that. Not that you couldn't do it, but you just have to be very intentional about how you do it. JQ, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. So keep that in mind. Mods are good for when, particularly if you are doing something else. Like our chair exerciser is Natty Nat. So Natty Nat comes in the room. Natty Nat is doing a chair routine the whole time. So her mods are extremely helpful because she's like moving, dancing, doing all her chair stuff. She can't be in the chat like that. She is in the chat though, because she'll see comments coming through and she'll see it on her other screen. So she's been able to multitask that way, which is beautiful. But she's not going to be able to pin and touch because she's dancing. Or she's exercising, exercise dancing. And so someone who's crocheting or knitting, they're probably in the middle of their pattern and have to stop and pause and pin and do all this stuff. Having a mod could be helpful, because you're working with your hands. So mods can be helpful in those cases almost from day one, depending on what you're offering. Um, but if you're like me as a talking head, so my room's gone up and down. I've had hundreds in my room at times. And so I've been able to control it without a mod for months now. So really, I think in 2026 is when I got a mod. Thank you so much for the corgi. I got the mod in 2026, but prior to that, that whole year, I was by myself. I was doing it myself. So you get used to it. I don't want you guys to have Coach Rhonda. Are you in the room still? She's awesome. Where's Coach Rhonda? Coach Rhonda was here earlier. She talks about limiting beliefs. And I just think that is so important how we limit ourselves because we think we can't do something. We can do it. You get used to it. In the beginning, you fumble, but practice makes progress. We're going to get better, you know? And then over time, you got it. But you just got to try to do it. It's not hard. None of this is hard. Do I tap on join your fan club when I float overhead? Um, How do I know if I join? You got a Lisa box next to your name. I remember when you did it, Miss Marla. So you did it. It's up at the top though. You click the Lisa box, and that's what people are doing with that little floaty heart thing. It says join my fan club, but that's it. Um, hey KJ, welcome to the room, friend. You have been mindful sometimes. Mods are a little quick with attitude, which I found out. Yes, yeah, you got to pick your right mods. You got to pick your mods, and you got to talk to your mods. Maybe inbox them afterwards, like, hey, you know what? For these type of situations, you don't need to kick people out. It's you okay. It's okay. It didn't bother me. But yeah, so I think that's how I got the bullying thing. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful. Good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Hey, let's do this real quick. If you are a live host and you want to drop it in the chat, look at your level 20. Thank you so much. Hey, Deb, congratulations on that. Super fan Elizabeth, welcome to the room, friend. True, sometimes we unnecessarily overwhelm ourselves without even taking the first step. That's it. Yep. Yep, Michelle. That's it. It gets easier over time. You just got to start. Look at you, level 19. Congratulations, RJ. Appreciate you guys for the support. Thank you so much, everybody. Um, put in the chat your topic, your time, and your time zone. If you are a live host, put it in the chat for us real quick. 19 Cake, thank you so much, friend. Put it in the chat for us. Thank you so much for that. Greeting hearts. Put it in the chat for us really quickly. I want to make sure we take note. Knitting 4 p.m. Eastern today. Moonflower is knitting. She will be knitting today, guys. So put that in the chat, and then make sure you claim your points. Miss Marla, I want you to come back up here and click your heart me again, and any engagement points they gave you, claim it. That's how you level up. So when RJ leveled up and Deb leveled up, it said it on the screen because they claimed their points. You'll see a little scale, a little point measure that will show you how many points you have before you level up. Hey, thank you so much for the populars. Hey, friend. Thank you so much, Seven. You said, hey, Seven, I'm live host Positivity Love Togetherness live at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Appreciate you, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Michelle, you said I'm moving from level 3 to 4. Grateful, especially since I had no clue as to to significance. Yes, thank you so much for being here, Deborah. I really have to get help to go live. My going for the community. I'm in. Still don't go live. We're gonna get you there, friend. You got this. You got this. Thank you all for the radiant launch. Thank you, Ocean Summer. Thank you so much, friend. You said Monday mindset, JQ, Wednesday podcast, Tuesday through Sunday, digital marketing, 8:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. Central. She is great. I was a guest speaker on her podcast. It's going to be released on the 5th, which is Tuesday morning. So it'll be released. So definitely connect with my friend if you guys want to see me on her podcast. I'm sure she'll have it on her YouTube channel and Spotify and post some posted clips of it. So connect with her as well. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. I really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully you claimed your points up top. Thank you all for watching the live, comments, the stickers, the likes, the shares, and all the gifting. I appreciate your support. Remember, practice makes progress. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just simply trying to go live. All right, friends. I appreciate you all. See you guys at 4. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody.